Hello, my name is Shane, and I'm Heartless. I'm also getting over a pretty nasty cold that I've had for the last week, so sorry if I don't sound very good. The best perk of working for Heartless Limited is the only perk, because working here means that everybody wants to kill you all the time. And that perk is travelling. It's super easy to get around because the Heartless use these things called dark corridors. They make travelling from one side of the universe to the other as simple as a few steps. But those steps have to be taken in the Dark World, which is where you go when you die. So if you don't mind a brisk jog through hell where you'll see damned souls that have been tortured for decades, then, happy trails. Everyone's been to Olympus. It's a real hot spot for tourists. Hercules lives there. He's a hunk. He's my wife's hall pass, which is, a little intimidating, but it's all in good fun. Do I have a hall pass? No, I don't. My wife said I can, but I just can't do that to her. I couldn't choose. I made a vow on our wedding day to be with her and only her from that day onwards, and I've taken that very seriously. So there's no way that I could... Oh, Olaf! Definitely Olaf. I'm choosing Olaf as my hall pass. Because here's the thing about Olaf. It's just snow, and that's very moldable. It can be whoever you want. You can start the day having brunch with Princess Jasmine, and then when you're feeling a bit more adventurous, you can chill with live action Jasmine. I mean, you'd have to worry about temperature a lot, but I think that's a good initial idea. Speaking of Olaf, Arendelle is also very popular. It's basically a giant mountain. So if you like hiking, then it's the place for you. But if you're not a psychopath, you won't have a good time. Take that, hikers! Seriously, what sort of person likes hiking? I'm sorry if I offended any hikers watching. If I did, walk it off. You probably already are. Christmas Town is the happiest place in the universe. My wife and I take our son, David, there every December so he can ask Santa questions and pick out presents. Of course, we only do that if he's been good. If he's bad, he goes straight to Halloween Town. That's the place where your nightmares come alive. And the best part is that it's right next door, so he never sees it coming. We'll drop him off, leave him there for around a week. My wife and I will go on a little vacation, and by the time we come to pick him up, he is so much more well-behaved. He's polite, he's quiet, a little dead behind the eyes and pale, but I think that's because they don't get a lot of sun over there. I love the holidays. Mirage Arena is a circle. La Cité des Cloches, which in English translates to City of Bells, is the home of the famous Notre Dame, which in English translates to not a dame. And it isn't, it's a building. This really is a place you have to visit in person. The cathedral rises above the city skyline so you can see it from anywhere. But when you get up close, you'll see that every nook and cranny is so intricately detailed. That's quality and quantity. The amount of talent and passion that must have gone into it is breathtaking. It's kind of ruined by all the rainbow elephants flying around now, but that's Disney for you. With vacations that are practically free, you can take as many chances as you can get. My wife and I chose to go abroad on our honeymoon to the Caribbean. She's a big fan of pirate culture, and there was also plenty of places for me to just relax, so we could both have a good time. Unfortunately, on the way there, we got eaten by Monstro the whale. You only make that mistake once. A lot of people say the most important road rule is to check your center mirror every 8 seconds, or to keep passengers in the back seat so you're not distracted. No. The most important rule is to keep an eye out for whales. And if you see one, don't try to go around it. Go the other way. So we were stuck in this whale. It took about a month to be rescued. We missed our reservations at the Caribbean, but that was okay. The thing about my wife and I, and this is part of the reason why I married her, is that as long as we're together, we can make anything work. We watched some appendix fireworks, we went skinny dipping in the stomach acid, we lived in the liver for a bit. It was unique, and probably a better honeymoon than we originally had planned. The point I'm trying to make is that travel broadens the mind, I think. If you get the opportunity to see the world, you should. You'll learn more about yourself and have an unforgettable time. And that's why you should work for Heartless Limited. But they don't offer photographers, and a vacation isn't a vacation without photos. Luckily, I have a good eye for that stuff.